We are alive. Kind of alive. I'm kind of invisible. Off. Nope. 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 Gotta do one more of that. Yeah, I guess this is as good as we get today. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Turn this one up one more. I'll do. We're back. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Just had to swallow the food. Let's turn that down a little bit, shall we? Because I can't hear myself think. It's a little bit. It's turned down on your end, but on my end, it's still quite loud. So I can never quite get it right. There should be better. We need Uridium, as we are constantly running out of it. We have 23 in the Empire. We have 18 on Earth. We have colonies where we are obtaining it. So if we go to this screen here and we do Iridium and we do search, so we've found a fair amount of places that will obtain it, Edinburgh being one of those. So this is Edinburgh 3. We have a colony there. If we go over here, Edinburgh 3, which currently has 154 automated mines, which is giving us it's giving us mostly neutronium because that's obviously much more accessible. This one's also Edinburgh 1 is giving us more quality for less mines, so we should probably focus on this one. Edinburgh 1. Yeah, and there's just nothing really else there. But we need to fire everything at Edinburgh Prime because that's where things are being collected from. So we should rename some of these colonies as well. Right, so what I think we're going to do is we're going to send a bunch of auto mines through to Edinburgh 1. I think that's the first port of call today. Hey, Matrollan, how you doing? 3 million auto mines, absolutely, absolutely. We actually do have a good chunk of auto mines, if I'm not mistaken, on Earth and Callisto. Yeah, so Earth has 400. Callisto has over 1,000 and Mercury has 10. So let's grab our freighter ships that currently are. I think we told them to stop doing things, didn't we? Oh no, you're moving all the mines back from Ilara that the automation tried to do. Ilara it had an auto mine on it, so technically it was classed as an auto mine colony. But there's no minerals left, but it still ships all of our auto mines from Earth to Ilara. So this guy is moving them back. You are currently moving everything to Edinburgh 3. Oh no, sorry, you're moving minerals from Edinburgh 3. Why are you moving them from Edinburgh 3 instead of Edinburgh Prime? When you get to this order, I'll change it around. You're one single spare cargo. You're taking auto mines to Earth. You're moving those auto mines from Temple Tunnel to UZ13. That's fine. Okay, so, and then this one's moving them to Edinburgh 1 and Edinburgh 8, Moon 19. So this one's actually currently doing the run. The problem with this one is this is one of the old freighters. They're reasonably fuel efficient, but they are pretty slow. The Dundees move twice as fast and are, I think, yeah, they are more fuel efficient by a long way. And they have the same cargo, I think. Yeah, they do. So we should really upgrade these to the Dundee model. Upgrade / we will build more Dundees, integrate them into the group, and then scrap the Blackpools. Do we have any currently being built? We do not. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Have you come to say hello to the stream? No, you've come to tell me that there's food downstairs. You're not allowed any of it. He's so hard done to, is this dog. Yeah, we can afford 10 of these easily. With no other ships being built, so that's good to go. Cadmus tankers is fine right now. They're fine. Casters, we should build more casters. We can afford 10 of these as well, so let's do that. I've just put them in their own bloody group, haven't I? Astral mining colony operations rather. Let's build 10 of you, and let's kick off the day. Oh, it's not possible. Okay, gravitational survey completed in Kent. So there's no suitable area for a geo survey or a grav survey or system bodies. So what are you going to do in that instance? You are going to throw a hissy fit, basically. Okay, so let's have a look. Where are you at the minute? You are in Kent, which is up here. Let's go back to Halifax and explore that jump point there. How's your... Oh yeah, you're good on maintenance and fuel, so yeah, you go and do that. 3, 2, 1, there it is. Okay, we've got a new system. That is barren. It has nothing. Rename system. So this is a ZZZ. And this will be Gatwick, because there's nothing at Gatwick either. So you can just go and scan some survey locations, and hopefully we get a new jump point somewhere. Terraforming the Artesium in Leyland Prime has reached the required level. Fantastic. Okay. That was pretty close. Just need a little bit more there. So Artesium add. Let's do 0.35. Let's just add 0.1 more. That should sort the temperature out fully, and then we just need to add a tiny bit more water. And then that should be fully habitable. Minimum clock size 15 has been researched. Beautiful. And this is on Dundee. Let's change this back to by function. So this goes to the top. And then Dundee Delta Prime. Dundee had someone with 10 labs. It did. This person. This person has 8 labs, but there are 50%. I think it's worth consolidating those, to be honest, because he'll scale up, but it's unlikely she'll gain more labs, or he will gain more labs. More virid. Morvoid Alam and Marina. Sorry, I've got their genders backwards. I'm officially cancelled. Okay, Marina. Marina Lacatus, if you don't mind carrying on your research into thermal reduction. And then, my dear, if you don't mind doing... Ooh, cloaking efficiency or cloaking sensor reduction. I mean, we'll get the sensor reduction from salvaging the raider ships. I don't think we'll get the cloaking efficiency because this is too high of a tech. Too high of a tech level for them, I think. Maximum shield. Minimum cloak size. I'm not too bothered about minimum cloak size. Let's do cloaking efficiency first. It's more expensive, but they're already getting a significant boost, which will get better. And I think getting that makes more sense. There's nothing more hilarious than going down a route of systems than hitting like 5 empties one after another. God, yeah. Sometimes the game rolls really bad. Yeah, I had that in the last run, to be honest. Like there was so many systems that were like, okay, I guess this is part of the highway. But I suppose in a way it's just exploration, isn't it? It makes you plan out different things. Like you've got to put a space station at one of them, right? If you've got a long, if you think of it like you've got a really long, what's the word? Choke point. But yeah, this one, the spread on the galaxy on this one seems to be so far much better. Oh no, that's the wrong one. This one here. Let's move that here, back, and then which one was it? This one. Okay, so we'll move you up a bit. You can go there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play around and move these around, aren't I? Let's move him over here, because we don't know if there's any more systems in there yet. But yeah, we have a couple of chains where it's just like me. Z, Z, Z. 2 Zs next to each other here. That's quite rare for this campaign. We've been quite fortunate so far. The one thing that's surprised me is how many of them just have a through and through jump point, rather than like this where it branches off in like 4 or 5 different directions, or ones that are just a dead end. You know, like this one here, I very rarely find one that's a complete dead end. But this is a dead end, and it's also like basically barren. There's fuck all here. There's a few little mining comets, but there's nothing really worth starting a colony for, I don't think. None of that would. If any one of them had Uridium on it, maybe. But for this, I don't think so. Yeah, dead ends suck. Oh, they do indeed. Where's unit trained? Yes, that's another thing we need to do. We need to go through and clear out the old units because they're costing us money, but really they're not performing well. So we need once we've got the replacements built up, we need to go and get rid of the old ones. Like we need to make an active effort to go and do that. What was that? What just expired? Oh, Tritanium. That's fine. Asteroid 14. Oh yeah, this is where we're currently getting our closest point of Uridium. Is this one going to be a dead end as well, though, I think? It's looking that way. 15 inactive research. Oh no, the inertial confinement guy retired. He had 15 labs. You son of a bitch. I mean, at least he got more than halfway. That's just really depressing for Doris's chances now. How's that going to take now? 30 years? It could be worse. I suppose at least we've got 10 labs to play around with now. There's so many good choices. I think I'm going to go with electronic countermeasures 3. Electronic hardening also is really good, and it's actually this. Yeah. Countermeasures. Oh, I don't actually know. I'm torn with indecisions. Shipyard, operating costs, construction rate. Construction rate is probably the smart choice. Let's invest a few labs in that. Have we got any? You can have 3 more labs, sure. You can have another lab. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I'm actually going to take 1 lab off particle beam strength, and I'm going to give it to 50% hull size reduction, because that will help all of our ships have slightly less size on the crew quarters. So look at the dates. Okay, so X-ray lasers coming in 3 years. So X-ray lasers. Where's this? 53. Fucking hell. We haven't got anyone better in sensors yet, have we? Got an 8 at 20. You're a 7 at 45. Yeah, no, there's no one better. Pick up failed. Dundee 1 was unable to load auto mines from Aurora. Okay, so you've finished unfucking your thing that you did. So they now don't need that. So now, let's see. You... Okay, let's go to Earth. Load installations. Okay, let's move these automated mines, and we're going to take these exclusively to, I think it's Liverpool, Edinburgh 1. Unload all installations, Liverpool, Sol, refuel Earth, cycle those moves, and that's going to take you 120 days. This guy, I think he's taking this guy 3 times. Well, it's taking twice as long. He's doing 2 trips, so that's why it's taking him slightly longer. He's got half the speed and more fuel drain, so I'm going to tell him not to cycle that move anymore and not to do that last order. So when he's done his next round, we'll retire the Blackpools, because we're building a new fleet of Dundees anyway. Where's the salvage ship? Where's he fucked off to? He's in Dundee. Oh, you're salvaging the old... Okay, so he's salvaging the space station, so he's taking a while. You could do with, once you've done that, come back to Earth. Stevenage, Liverpool, Sol, Earth, refuel for a start, unload all ship components, unload all minerals, and then you can carry on doing your salvage. Yeah, see, he salvaged quite a lot off that. 6,000 tons worth of stuff. Oh, minerals exhausted. Where was that? Manchester 2, Moon 5. Deposits of Uridium. No! I mean, it's fine. We're still getting Duranium and Neutronium, but it's one less source of Uridium. I think once we've got Edinburgh 1 fully established, it will be much easier. I need to figure out how to obtain, because I think we're not obtaining communications because we don't have any standing with them, right? So how do we get standing with a random NPC faction? I mean, you can return prisoners of war, but we don't want to be at war with them, and also destroying their ships would damage your diplomacy rate, wouldn't it? So. Yeah. Okay, we could try that. We could try changing the transponder on this guy. Movement orders. You are orbiting Accrington 2, Moon 1. Activate transponder all. They don't have a huge population here as far as we can tell, right? Let's see if we can go to another. Let's go to Accrington 1. I don't think Accrington 1 will be. Yeah, they're definitely on Accrington 2. That's their planet here, right? Because everything else isn't particularly habitable. And this 0.99 might be their like for them, this might be their home world. I wonder what happened. Can you? Oh god, no. That's a really horrible idea. If yeah, no, I'm not even gonna commit that war crime to have a voice. Let's just leave them there. Eventually something will happen, I'm sure. We're not bothered about losing those diplomacy ships if they do get lost. We were in Gatwick, weren't we? Yeah, it looks like this one's going to be a dead end, I think. Unless we get very lucky with these last 4 rolls. Hey, we got lucky. Okay, last one. Oh, Dundee's been built. Takes priority. So they all got put in the wrong group as well, so that's my fault. That's my bad. And they belong down here. Okay, so Dundee 42. We're going to set you up to do the thing that these guys were doing. Actually, I suppose we could just send you to Edinburgh 3 and split the mines, right? No, let's move. Let's move all of these. Right, so we're going from. We're going to refuel Earth. No, we'll do that as the last order. We're going to go to Callisto. We're going to load installations. We're going to load an automated mine. 10 automated mines. We're then going to go to Liverpool to Edinburgh. And we're going to go to Edinburgh 1. We're going to unload all installations. We go back to Edinburgh Prime. Because you're doing Edinburgh 3. Oh, man, you're doing Edinburgh 3. So let's remove that last order and send you to Edinburgh Prime instead. Load all minerals. That should be better. Because everything's getting sent to Edinburgh 3 anyway. The only problem with your current thing is I don't think Edinburgh 3 has enough mass drivers which we can fix. So you're going Edinburgh 1, unload all installations. Go back to... Well, go to Edinburgh Prime, load any minerals you can. Actually, no, because then that might interfere with the other guy's orders. Just go back to Liverpool, go back to Seoul, go back to Earth Refuel. Go to Callisto, load an auto mine. Cycle those moves. So now you are AM to Edinburgh. You are to be scrapped or scarped in this case. You are just moving auto mines, switching auto mines to a different asteroid. You are doing Callisto auto mines. You're just moving them to Earth, so you can probably stop doing that. Instead, you can go to Earth. Load installations. Yeah, let's move these financial centers over to Mars. And then go back to Earth and refuel. Okay, so these guys have got lucky with their... Oh, you're really low on fuel now. Don't know why this is opening on this screen now today. Okay, so Gatwick, let's go and explore this next area. Cursed. Another dead zone. That's fine. What's another dead end? Z. Luton. There's not even any comets here. That's unusual. Intelligence and analysis module strength 11 has been researched. And they've started research into improved geological sensors. That's going to help for our next tier of science ship. Dundee user never to load auto mines for Templeton. Okay, so Templeton now should not have any mines, and it should not have any. Shouldn't have anything basically. Should just be deceased as a asteroid. Doesn't have squat. So you. Who are you? You are Dundee 32. You just go remove all orders, go back to Earth and refuel. Temple Tuttle can be deleted as a pop. It is no longer worthwhile. What's going on with the rest of these? Brooks is also dead and has no minerals anymore, so that's fine. They've got nothing on there, so we can delete them. Despina. Elara's deceased as well. Some of these, I think Despina. Yeah, Despina is a defense colony, but they need deep space tracking. All of these need deep space tracking. Okay, well that's your next order actually. Guess what? You've just been promoted. We'll let you go and refuel first. Ship construction. The Castor class ships have been built. They were in the correct group. Okay. So what have we got? If we go here and we go OM eligible and we say Sol, what have we got in Sol that is eligible to be auto-mined? Orbitally mined, not auto-mined. They're all eligible to be auto-mined. Ideally Uridium, but we're not going to find anything that's got a lot of Uridium. Temple's already being mined. Styx, I think, is already being mined, but it's also, yeah, not great. About Corundium. Beesbrook is currently being mined. What about... we just leave it blank, it's going to show Duranium, isn't it? I mean, this one we are going to have to mine it eventually, but it's so far away. C2017 K2. It's currently 133 billion kilometers from the sun. Minerva is 138 billion kilometers. So it's actually on its way out of the solar system. We have got a colony there. If we... We do actually have an auto mine on there. That's hilarious. Do we? Have we got minerals being produced there? We must have, right? We just haven't picked them up in a long time. Oh my god. We're producing 21 per year. So far we've collected 649. Does it have a mass driver? No. If we'd have put a mass driver there, that would have been absolutely incredible. Excuse me. Wow, where did that come from? I am tempted. If we say move to location, how long is that going to take you? And it's going to take you longer because it's on its way out. So this is what's that, 7-8 years just to get there? Also, the fact that these are quite expensive to produce makes me not want to do that. Okay, let's try somewhere else. Let's try OM eligible, and we will go to... Is there anything in Edinburgh? There is, but it's all garbage. What about Glasgow? Nothing in Glasgow. Manchester's got a bunch of stuff that's eligible. Uridium. Yeah, we're already mining all of the good one. There's not much left of it. What if we just take this off? Search all areas. Stansted, Xenor controlled. Halifax. Halifax might be a good shout. Where's Halifax? In this universe. I don't wish to know where Halifax is in the real universe. Actually, I do know where Halifax is. Yeah, it's in Yorkshire. Halifax, Halifax. We probably don't have a stable jump. Yeah, we don't have a stable jump to it at the minute. We could do though. It would only take... So we'd need a stable jump there to there. Then back. What are you? Oh, you're just the terraforms. Yeah, so we'd need stabilize there to there. There back. Then there to there and there back. Which I'm not opposed to doing. Where's our Ajax? Are you currently impressed? You're all the way over there. Okay. Okay, so go back to Earth. Why are you not able to get back? Bristol, Londonderry. Leyland, Cardiff, London, Sol. Leyland, Cardiff, London, Sol. Refuel at Earth. Jesus Christ, it's going to take you like 2 years just to do that. 3 years just to do that nearly. It's probably quicker to just build a new Ajax. It would be if we had a shipyard for it. You are a commercial ship, yes? What size of a ship are you? 30,000. Oh, we built a new one. We just haven't built the Churchill yet. Okay. How was the Churchill going to take? Oh, we must have a Churchill. I'm sure we built one. Guess we didn't. So it's going to be galactic surveying and exploration. Churchill. Yeah, okay. Let's build a couple of them. We can afford it. Yeah, we can afford 3 of those. It's actually only going to take 10 months to do this, rather than fucking 4 years. Okay, so you just go to Earth and we will retire you. Don't even refuel, just go to Earth. And prepare to die. Caster, you... We can't get you to Halifax just yet. Can we get you to Cambridge? Is there anything in Cambridge? No. Nothing worthwhile. What else is on the way? Very little. Oxford. Okay, Oxford's got a bunch of Duranium and stuff on this comet. Where's that comet in the grand scheme of things, though? Comet 2. Of course, furthest one out. Okay, so we can send you to Comet 2. So auto route to DST Oxford. And you are going to live on Comet 2 for right now. We are going to send the Dutch fleet. We're going to load a couple of... Well, we're probably... Yeah, we're going to load a couple of ground units, but we're not going to load these ones. It's probably safer just to have them wait for now. Well, it's going to take you a year to move there, isn't it? So... Is it worth the risk? Yeah, fuck it. Management decided, yeah, fuck it. It's worth the risk. Excuse me. Dundee has completed orders. Okay, so Dundee. Let's go to Earth. Load installation. You can load 10 things. Give me all these deep space tracking things. And let's build a bit of a visibility network. So we're gonna go to Liverpool because that is actually designated as DST anyway. We've got one on this comet. Is that in a good enough place? Liverpool. Passive. Okay, yeah, but it needs more. Comet orbits. Yeah, we could probably do with some of both, to be fair. Can we build more as well? Are we building more? We're not, but we could. let's take 10% off you. And we will build more deep space tracking. Fucking everything uses uridium. What the hell? How much can we build with that? 22, 3, 6, 5. Build 100. Okay, well, we don't want 100. Let's just build like 10 with 10%. Let's unload 4 on there and unload the rest on this one. And go back to Sol, back to Earth, refuel. New alien ship in Leyland. Oh. Okay, this is one we need to micro. A little bit, maybe? No? Okay. You're just going to bounce around, are you? Yeah, they do seem to hover around 500,000. So I suppose when we get the next tier of this, we're going to be able to shoot them when they're doing this. So they're never going to be able to get into... Well, unless they learn. If they learn, then yeah. We're in danger. I clicked 30 days by accident. That was a mistake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Shit, there's a lot of fucking comments here. Is there anything good here? By good, I purely mean Uridium. As long as we're all on the same page. There is fucking no Uridium here at all. Okay, this planet is very, very nice. Are we? We are currently terraforming this as well, aren't we? Leyland. Leyland Prime. Yeah, we're just trying to... Okay, we've managed to coax the temperature up high enough. I will let it play out. Maybe not. It doesn't actually need... Let's go to 275. Doesn't actually need that much. Insufficient fuel. Cadmus B has insufficient fuel. Oh god, that's not good. How? Sir? How have you done this? You are a tanker. Have these guys run dry? No? Why have you suddenly stopped? Oh, sorry. Why have you suddenly decided that you're unable to do what you needed to do? Maybe the low end was too low. Tanker Cadmus B. Yeah, let's up this to like 25,000. And let's grab... Oh, they're all... What? How has this happened? Okay, well, I guess we need to build a new fleet of tankers and go and rescue our current fleet of tankers. Ships. Fucking hell. How? How have you done this? We don't need 10, but I think having a standby full fleet of tankers would be useful for just such a situation. We'll put them in the naval operations fleet, even though they are fuel related. Yeah, that is awkward. That is not something you would want to happen to all three at exactly the same time. That is really sus. That is insanely sus. Order's not possible because reasons? Oh, because you're back at Earth because you need to refuel. Okay. You should just fix that because you now have a place that you need to go and scan stuff, right? Yes, you do. Okay. And your maintenance and deployment's fine, so that's all good. Minerals exhausted, Boron died, fine. Cook is unable to carry out orders. Okay, the cook has finally finished salvaging the universe. Okay. Come back to Earth, then unload all ship components, unload all minerals, refuel, and then you are good to drop your standing orders. At least until the next invasion wave. So what is... Are these guys still just floating around? There we go. And now there's a new wreck. Oh no! They damaged the bisque. That's alright. They only damaged the armor. Did we... We didn't build a new shipyard for our terraformers, did we? Did we build new terraformers? Oh no, because we built terraforming stations, that's why. Okay, so the bisques were the prior? Yeah, they were the second generation of terraforming fleets. So they didn't have armor. What else did they have? Excuse me. They had 3 terraforming modules. Yes, they weren't massive. I think the Evergreen is a much better terraformer, even though it doesn't have any armor to speak of. There's also no point in having any of these because, man, you know, I suppose if they do damage the terraforming modules, at least it can repair them. In theory. Oh, fucking hell. Sleepy time. Okay. Well, it's going to be a really annoying message to just have for the next 6 months or however long those tankers are going to take. Dundee 32 has completed orders. Okay. Dundee 32. Earth. Load installations. So we've moved all the financial sectors out of there. Oh no, we haven't. That's because you're doing that. 32 is not doing anything. Okay, so they were doing the deep space tracking. Mass drivers, mass drivers. Okay, let's do this. Liverpool, Edinburgh. Who needs what? So Edinburgh 3 is producing 7,150. You need 1. You've got enough right now. You need 1. You're fine. Okay. So actually they're fine. Glasgow 2. I suppose we'll know actually because it'll be the stockpiles one on each one. So if they've got a big stockpile, we know they need more mass drives. You don't have a mass drive? Okay. So we need mass drivers on basically everywhere else. Did we put a bunch on Manchester Prime already, or was that just the automines? No, let's take a bunch of mass drivers to... can they build their own mass drivers? They can. They're currently building infrastructure. That'll be finished later this year. Let's build... let's build 30. Queue those up. Oh, baby boy. Okay, we'll let the cook rest for a bit. We'll just build up a new huge amount of things to salvage. Structure completed here, so we're going to be building mass drives for the next 9 years. That's fine. Ooh, 2 new jump points. That's impressive. Fucking showing off, man. Leyland Prime. Okay, so they've got enough Artesium now. Okay, the temperature's above 0 on the higher end. Water vapor, let's add probably 0.3 will probably be more than enough on this planet. Another double jump point reveal. That's incredible. This is making up for this being a double disappointment, right? A back-to-back barren system. Right, so we've got our Churchill stability ships now. So we will say, where were we sending you gaffers? So Cambridge, Oxford, Cambridge. And then we want to stabilize the route to Essex. And we'll go through there. And then we want someone to stabilize. We'll tell him to stabilize the route to Halifax so we can at least get there. And then stabilize the way home. Then go through to Halifax and stabilize the route back to Essex. Okay. This other guy. Let's send him to Greenock. Somewhere there it is. Stabilize the route to Orkney. Go through the jump point at Orkney. Stabilize the route back to Greenock. Stabilize the route to Lincoln. Go through Lincoln. Stabilize the route back to Orkney. Churchill 6? Why are you saying 6 like we've built 3 before it? Unless you count in the Ajaxes, maybe. Let's stabilize the route. Newcastle to Cheshire. Newcastle to Cheshire. Stabilize the route back to Newcastle. And go to Milton Keynes, stabilize that, then stabilize the way home. Okay. That should help. Shit, they're fucking dead. 7 jump points in this system. This is insane. Pickup failed, and I was load financial centers on Earth. Dundee 22. How long would it take you to get to there? Less than a year. Okay, let's do this. Let's remove all orders. Go to Earth. Load. Let's load 2 mass drivers. And then let's load all the rest with automines. And let's take this extra guy here and put him in there. Fleets join 21. Dundee 22 rather. Join fleet. What? Just because you've got them already, you goon. Oh, I see. Okay, you're not a goon. You set the cycle moves by mistake. I'm a goon. Unload all installations. It's gonna take you 2 years to do that. That's fine. Go back to Earth and refuel. Can you do that? Is the question. That is. Oh, you can't. You are just not. Oh, that's gonna suck. Okay, so we might need to send a tanker with you. We have got some tankers being built, and we built more than we needed, so this is actually quite handy. How long are they going to take, though? They're nearly done. How fast are they? So they're 2,000. I reckon they can catch them. Oh yeah, they're 6,000. Yeah, they can easily catch them. Okay, that works. Let's do that. Let's do that. We'll save the 3 Cadmus fleets first, and then we'll go and join the. Oh, in fact, we'll split the fleets because they don't need to all fill them all up. So, yep, 5 days. So they are now on the way to the faraway asteroid that's about to leave the atmosphere. Leave the solar system. Cambridge Prime has reached the required level of Tesium. That's wonderful. A little bit too much Tesium, if you ask me, because it's still very hot on this side. You probably want to go and remove some of that. Let's do 1.5. We haven't got a colony here yet. I would help. Coming to create a colony. Yeah, we'll put a colony there. Sure, we'll have the Baron there as well. Okay. Okay, they're producing quite a bit. I suppose that's what you get when you put 200 automines around a comet. Okay, beautiful. Let's save that. I'll just go and get myself a fresh drink while you guys enjoy the sounds of Stellaris. Okay, we're back. Okay, when you come back, we're going to set some orders to go and pick stuff up at Comp 2. Jump point detected. Are you kidding? No. What is going on? We found all the jump points to all of the systems. So we basically, all of the like single jump, one in, one out, or the dead end systems, they all had the jump points stolen by this motherfucker. What? What's going on? What is going on? Oh my god, that stinks. Cambridge 2's changed from prairie to rainforest. That's nice. Hello? I don't have any more food, pal. I'm sorry. I shared everything I had. You can have this Twix wrap. There you go. You won't get it. Good boy. Dundee has completed orders. Okay. Can you eat that somewhere else? I found all the places. Right, so we're going to go to Manchester, Glasgow, Oxford, load all minerals, then route back to Sol, go to Earth, unload all minerals, and just do that whilst we stabilize the route out of Cambridge or wherever it was. Production, deep space tracking station completed at Earth. Fantastic. We should build more, but we don't have the Uridium to do so, so we'll just dump all of our production back into... Yeah, we'll dump all of our production back into this. Change this back down to 5. No, we'll leave that as 10. And then we'll just put 85 here. Okay, that works. And then when we finish that, we'll split that 85. Okay, the Cadmus bees are done. Alright, so we'll grab... You two can go to fleet, you two can go to fleet, you two go to fleet. And then you... To be fair, we could probably just do something like this. You go to Earth refuel. You go to Earth refuel. And actually we'll do 1. Yeah, with 3 and 1 with 7. The one with 7, we want to go. Who was the individual who we sent out into the dark? Was it you? That was you, 22. So we want to go fleets. We want to find Dundee 22. We want to join and refuel target fleet. So then they should be able to make it home as well. Yeah, comfortably. You guys have a very specific mission to go and rescue your sibling tankers. So refuel 2 minimum from... No, refuel stationary fleet to minimum. Join and refuel target fleet. Ugh. Okay, so we'll split these out again. You join and refuel Saturn. Join and refuel target fleet. 18, you can join and refuel Jupiter. 19, you can join and refuel Uranus. Hopefully that solves that problem. Okay, it's been 5 days and you've not done anything. Is that because you've just got these orders? Of course it is. So if we remove your orders, you will sort yourselves out, won't you? Because you're a pain in my ass. No? Interesting. Okay, so detach. Detach. Detach, sure. And then fleets. Saturn. Refuel stationary fleet to minimum. And that was the Saturn. Should really remembered where these guys were. You're near Venus, apparently. So you are... well, you must be these guys. So you were the Jupiter guy. Okay. So you... fleets... Jupiter... Okay, so they were just in descending order. Refuel stationary fleet to minimum. And then you must be Uranus. Refuel stationary fleet to minimum. Do that. Okay, so they've done their job. So now you guys should be reasonably well equipped. Okay, so Saturn. I want you to go, shockingly, to Saturn. Refuel from stationary tankers. Then I want you to go to Earth, transfer fuel to Colony. I want you to cycle that, do that forever, and never bother me again. Jupiter. I want you to go to the Jupiter fuel harvesters. I want you to refuel from stationary tankers. Then I want you to go to Earth, transfer fuel to Colony. Cab must be 5 Uranus. I want you to go to the Uranus fuel harvesters. Refuel from stationary tankers. Earth, transfer fuel to Colony. Bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. You guys just go... yeah, go back to Earth, refuel. And then you can join each other's fleet, and then we'll go out and rescue the... in fact, we'll just leave you there. The other guys should have more than enough. One of them would have been enough to escort them. Okay, you've completed orders, you've completed orders, you've completed orders. Fantastic. Okay. Minerals exhausted, where was that? Boronide on Nereid, we're not interested. That's fine. You can run out all you want. Thermal signature, 12% normal. Fantastic. And this one... okay, collector efficiency 8. Defensives... I do want this. But I think I want this more. More armor, more good, right? I don't think I've ever got to buy phase carbide armor. Because normally, obviously, by the time I get to this point, I've come across enemies and shit myself and stop playing. Okay, where the fuck are you? Cabin speeds, complete orders. Okay, so you joined the Dundee fleet, great. So you should now be able to refuel these guys. That's fantastic. How far? I mean, you've already made it a good amount of the way. You're about a third of the way there. That's pretty good. I wonder how long the mineral packets will take to get to Earth. I wonder if the mineral packets will make it back to Earth faster than they will. Well, they probably will, actually. I think they got about 5,000, don't they? Now the enemy's mostly contained, so yeah, exactly. We can get further. I'm in two minds at the minute. Because I really want, like, all the stuff I've been reading about the new version, the version 3. It sounds like they're adding some really good stuff. There, Steve. And I'm really excited to play it, but also I know that it probably won't be save game compatible. And I'm really enjoying this campaign at the minute. I could just carry on in the old version. But I'm ready for a lot of the quality of life stuff that's coming. Macassium is fine, that's okay. Yeah, that asteroid the comet that we're trying to go and mine at the minute, that will help us build some more research facilities on Earth, because that's one thing we are crying out for at the minute. Defense facilities, trains, fantastic. 10 inactive labs on Dundee because the biphase carbide armor are 10 labs guy. Damn it, Steve. Why'd your scientists die? Okay. Well, we'll just die then. I guess that's that's the long and short of it. We still have a bit of a worker shortage here as well, so I shouldn't be too critical of these guys. Yeah. Mute myself. Right, Lanzo. Can you take your lab allocation and get me maximum shield generator size, please? And then once you've got that, shield regeneration rate. I think those are quite good. That's fine. Steve could drop 3.0 at any time. Yeah, absolutely. It's possible to complete this game before the next release. Well, that's the question. What does a complete game of Aurora involve? I suppose we could if we technically, the complete game of Aurora is we get this number to 1,000, right? Let's fucking go. Removal of a teasing from that for Cambridge primes reached a quite level. Oh yeah, because this one was the one where it's too high and too low in both areas. So this is as good as we're gonna get this. Unfortunately. It will spend some time at colony cost 0 in the middle. But that's as we could take some more out just to balance this out a bit. Because at the minute we're just under -10, but we're a lot over 38. So we could probably stand to remove a bit more. Let's go to 1.45. Might be a bit much, that. Are you kidding? Why do these guys keep running out of fuel? What's going on? I'm very confused. We haven't run out of fuel on Earth, have we? No, we've got 1 billion fuel on Earth. We've gone the opposite way to what we were before. Is Earth designated as a refuel? Yes, it is. You've literally never done that before. Where were you before? Oh, you were on your way home. You just ran out on the way. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to change that. Okay. Well, we've got those 3 ships that we can go and rescue them now. They came in good time. Let's change this to 40%. Replenish a colony. Well, this one specifically, we will replenish a colony. Additional, we will delete this template and we will add a new one called survey. Okay. I don't know why I closed that. Where are you? You guys. You guys. Go up here into the naval operations. You're in the big leagues now. Right, go to Manchester. Go to Glasgow. And go and rescue these dumb motherfuckers. Refuel from all tankers. And actually, did we rescue these guys? Did we left someone doing something somewhere? I think we did rescue them. We did rescue them. Yeah, we did. Otherwise, we'd still be getting this message up here. Okay. I'm gonna have to turn your orders off, turn your standing orders off, and then grab this guy. Fleets, majestic, refuel, stationary fleet. I always forget that they're not stationary if they've got orders, even though they can't move. You're still refueling. That's fine. You haven't finished refueling them, so why have you said finished? Oh, because you're out of fuel now. What? Oh yeah, because you don't have a huge tanker, do you? Okay, well, go back to Earth. You can refuel at Manchester, I think. Because Manchester has refuel capabilities. And it has enough fuel. Okay. So once you've done that, come back to Glasgow. Find these guys. Refuel. Stationary fleet. Probably going to need to do that twice. Let's just keep an eye on them. Stevenage. Yeah, we need to keep an eye on this. So they're heading there, so let's turn off auto turns. We'll let them get close-ish. We'll do 30 seconds. Okay. So they shouldn't be able to run away. They also shouldn't get close enough to land their troops. Of course, if they were set to target the right fucking thing, that would help. Okay, they just made it here, but they didn't have enough time to drop their troops. That's good. Okay. Yeah, we, that was close. Let's go 5 days. Just looking for a... Oh, active research facilities on Earth. Who died? Crew quarters design reduction, 50%. Oh, you were so close to finishing that. Yeah. Sakujna. You can finish that off for me, that'd be fantastic. How are the Majestics doing? They're still waiting. Since Jammer 3 is researched, we're now researching Missile Jammer 3. Fantastic. God, this is going to take a few trips. Okay. Cabin speed. Right, I was going to say cycle... No, don't cycle moves, because then we'll never know. Go to Manchester. Majestics, refuel stationary fleet. I don't think they have a minimum, but let's give them one. Refuel stationary fleet to minimum. If we give them a minimum, let's say what's their actual fleet? Let's just give him like 26,000. So 1%. $50,000. We'll get him home. 50,000. Let's try that. Particle beam strength 6 guy was killed in an accident. Shouldn't have been looking inside of the particle beam, my friend. Okay, so these guys should now all be... Yeah, they've all got some fuel now. So can you get to Manchester at least? 4.6 billion, let's see. And then Sol, Earth, and then begin overhaul. Cadmus's, can you just go straight to Manchester, go to Sol, go to Earth. And when you get there, I'm going to move some fuel to Glasgow Prime. Sufficient fuel. You didn't have enough fuel to get out of the sector. That's ridiculous. Okay, Cadmuses, come back. Go and rescue them, please. Glasgow fleets. Majestic. Join refuel target fleet. Refuel for all tankers. Let's just do for minimum for now. Let's just have them literally babysit them. That won't have done anything because they've still got orders, so it's not going to take the refuel because it's a bitch. Cadmus, movement, fleets, refuel to minimum. Okay, can you get to Manchester Prime now? Oh, thank God for that. Okay. Okay, so now you need to go to Sol, go to Earth, and begin overhaul, and then refuel. You guys, can you go? Because the thing is, this sector is huge, right? 7 billion from jump point to jump point. Whereas if they could just go here, it's half the distance, right? Let's send. Can Glasgow Prime even take fuel? Does Glasgow Prime have a refueling depot? No. Okay. Well, that solves that problem. Let's send some replacement fuel from Earth. Managed to solve Earth refuel. X-ray laser is done, fantastic. And gas removed, let's make that stand out. That colour, do a dark green. And text colour we will do... how about a horrendous pink? God no, that's horrific, even by my standards. Red was no better, yellow will be fine. Okay, gas removed. Okay, Tesium from Cambridge Prime. Cambridge Prime is... Yeah, I think that's better. So we're 9 degrees under and we're like 7 degrees over. 8 degrees over. Well, nearly 9 degrees over. So that's pretty much as balanced as that's going to get. So that's good. So we can now move our orbital terraformers in Cambridge. They no longer need us. Cambridge 2, you're just getting water vapor, although we don't... Yeah, you don't need any more water vapor, you're done. You do need less Artesium though, or you need more Phrygium, probably is the better solution. Let's go with 0.25. What is orbiting Cambridge Prime? It is a terraforming station, unfortunately. Okay, so Cambridge is somewhere. Cambridge is here. Okay. So really we could do with a proper colony here. Oh, there you go. Our Uridium problems are solved. What are the fuel tanks on the ships? On the Majestics? They're quite large. Why are you damaged? Oh, you suffered some maintenance failures, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, they can each hold 2.6 million, and that fleet of Cadmuses could only total hold 3.5. So they were really just filling up one ship full at a time, and then a little bit of another one. Okay, so you are doing that. That's good. I mean, technically we should do resupply first, because then they can start repairing their own stuff. X-ray laser. So what's after X-ray laser? Far X-ray laser. Ooh. I don't think we need that just yet. As cool as that would be. You've got 12 labs. You are probably on the verge of death. Can we squeeze out a couple of cheap techs, do we think? Let's get some Gauze cannon stuff going. This will not take you very long. That'll take you 2 months. Once you've done that, can you grab the Gauze cannon rate of fire? Let's grab turret tracking speed. Let's reduce the lasers again. And let's go with that. You, once you've done that, you grab the particle beam range. Okay. You're in overhaul, so that's fine. Cadmus Bees, can you do me a solid? Go to Earth, refuel. Then go to Manchester. Manchester Prime. Transfer fuel to Colony. Then go back to Salt. Then refuel again at Salt. Do that like... I don't know. I suppose we've got stuff bringing fuel to Earth all the time. Let's just cycle the moves, and then if we do need them, we can bring them back. How's our ground force stuff going? We're very nearly at the end. Okay. How's our Uridium? We're up to 30,000 Uridium. We've gained Uridium during the stream. That's incredible. Never before have we ended a stream with more Uridium than we started. Mineral data, Empire mining. Okay. So that comet job in Oxford seems to be doing a relatively good job. Comet 2. Yeah, Comet 2 here. So we're producing a good amount of Duranium as well, actually. Okay, that's good. Edinburgh 1 is now producing 4,000. That's good. We need more automines on Edinburgh 1. How are the automines on there doing? Edinburgh 1, we're up to 279. We might be able to get a better governor. Let's see. Let's put your colony points to 1. No, 15% is the best you're going to do. And we're not terraforming, so we don't need the terraforming governor. Okay, that's fine. New alien ships in Liverpool. Space raiders have been detected in Liverpool for the first time. So because we've put more deep space tracking, we have been able to detect them. Nice. So we do need more deep space tracking in many more areas. Insufficient fuel. What are you doing? How? What? Why? Oh, you bastard. Oh, you bastard. Okay. Oh, because they topped everybody up. Okay, well let's let's detach you. You bastard. And we'll detach you. Join. Well, we'll tell you. How much do you reckon they need to limp home from here? Oh, I suppose it'll tell us, won't it? If we say God Earth. 121 billion. So they need like 15% fuel to get home. Okay, so these two should be able to make it home by themselves. We could really do with you not doing that again though. Can we have refuel? So the problem is because they're small tankers. We could do some big tankers for journeys like this. Yeah. It's a good job we sent so many out there. I think they'll be fine. They'll be fine to come back. Let's set the Cadmus's minimum. This is going to fuck up a lot of the other stuff, but we'll do Cadmus B. You can currently hold 1.16 and we want you at 15%, so that's like, let's just say 150,000. Say 150,000. Okay, and then you, which one's the one that's out of fuel? That one. So we want Cadmus B20. Cadmus B 20. Refuel stationary fleet to minimum. So 20 should have enough to... Okay, we're pretty close on that. Should have enough fuel to get home now, hopefully. Travel time required 1,000 days. Why would that take you so long? That's because your current speed is a lot slower than what it should be. Okay, we'll leave this one here for now. Rather than send them flying. We'll just have this as like a pit stop on the way back. If they need to, they can top up some of these other ones if these end up running out again. Some of these ones. If not, then they can just join the fleet, and then when this happens again, inevitably on the way home, then they'll we'll just do the same thing. Excuse me. Such much gas. Yeah, well, they're nearly here now anyway, so we might as well just watch this. Okay, so the also by function, we want automated mining colonies, and we want this person. So they're now going to produce a couple of hundred resources per year, which is not a lot, but realistically we weren't getting any of it before, so we might as well just enjoy. Estimated travel time, what do we think? I think it's going to take at least 2 years for the package to get back to Earth. Longer. 5 years for us to get a package of... Yeah, I suppose at least we're below the threshold for production, so at least... I mean, it's going to be a constant stream, so we're not going to see anything for 5 years, but we'll get a constant stream after that. Okay, so once they run their way back... Riverlands in... Where is this? Of course you're in Oxford. Oh no, you're in Liverpool. That's fine. Liverpool sucks. Are you going to attack Comet 2? There's nothing... Are you just like... dead? Have you run out of fuel? That's funny. I'm not rescuing you. You can piss right off. You're a scumbag. Oh, Gauss Cannon rate of fire at 2. I think we can finally build Gauss Cannons now, can't we? Yes. Our first Gauss Cannon are... We don't need them, but we can, if we want to. It'll be shit. Ground formation construction rate 800. That is what we're talking about. Okay. Yeah, we'll not bother getting the next one. I think we're good. We're good on that. We might get ultra heavy vehicle armor. And just I think this will be the equivalent of having Zords from Power Rangers. Just drop a fucking... Or Transformers. Just drop a bloody Transformer on a colony, and that could just be its defense. That might not be a bad shout. Because if they can't break the armor, you might only need one defender. Excuse me. We need to go back to Sol because I've got a feeling, yeah, they've run past them, but these guys are faster anyway, so. You please. Actually, they can just go back to Earth. They'll make it back to Earth quicker. Less of a liability then as well. Overhaul complete. Majestics. You wonderful bitches. Where are you going? Yeah, that's all good. Colony, no, not colony, survey. So they've got the new survey with the fuel at 40% now, so that should help. They shouldn't get stuck again. Order's not possible. Damage report, Churchill. Uh-oh. You were... Okay. Cheshire. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. We can afford to lose the Churchill. I'm not too fussed. We've stabilised the way into Cheshire. We were just stabilising the way back, but that's fine. We probably can... We probably can't save them, but we can probably go and destroy the raider. If I'm feeling salty enough. Is there anything in here? Nothing we are desperately seeking. The Churchill has suffered a catastrophic failure and exploded. Yes, it got shot in the face. That would be the failure. And I presume... No, they're not going to take our people. Do we have someone nearby who can go and grab them? We've got someone in Manchester or Glasgow. You're in Glasgow. So don't go to Seoul. I don't think you're going to be able to get there, to be honest. Go to Belfast, Newcastle, Cheshire. And rescue survivors if you can, and then go back to Newcastle, Belfast, Manchester. Just carry on doing whatever you're doing. Did they do it? No. No. They must have got picked up because it didn't say expired. Yes, I don't think it did. Yeah, they're probably prisoners of war now. Oh well. I don't imagine they'll get much information. Frixium to Cambridge 2 has reached the required level. No, it's a little bit too cold now. 0.22. Biphase carbide armor guy retired from government service. It's a shame. This is going to eat all of our scientists, I'm fairly sure. Turret tracking speed is done. We're now researching reduced size laser 0.5. Oh my god. If you reduce the lasers, if we don't care about the recharge time, all we care about is their sheer ability to blast through things. If we can reduce the laser size to like 10%, then our ship that's got 80 lasers on it potentially could have 800 lasers on it. Obviously it would need reactors to that effect, so it wouldn't be able to have 800, but because as far as I can tell, they are still as powerful. They're just smaller. And obviously, recharge. I think we're very nearly at the end of these ground troops. Yeah, we are. As soon as we get to this batch and it starts doing them in one big block, we'll know. 50% hull size reduction on crew quarters is finished. Thank you, Sakujna. Probably should get this. Probably should also get that. Let's grab that, and then let's grab this. Gas removed. Okay. We didn't have a lot of this in there, did we? I'm sure we didn't. So this is on 0.2 then. I'm sure this is what it was at before. Another new jump point in loot. Are you kidding me? 10 this is insanity. What am I going to do with 10 jump points in this system? How am I going to organize that? Fucking hell. Where is Luton? Luton is here. Luton, I'm going to need to put Luton like out here to be able to make room for all the fucking paths that it's going to open up. I'm hoping that actually one of those paths maybe makes it back to Sol. Because then we can... Will it go back to Sol? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It counts itself. Should do. What was the settings that we did? I can't remember the settings that we had for the link back to home system. It's fine though. But this is absolutely insane. Almost how many survey locations are there? Like 40, 50? And we've discovered 10 jump points. Cache removed, for example, Cambridge. Okay. Still a bit more. Rixium. Okay, so we can probably go, I think 0.175 should do it. You guys are also less than the fuel you're supposed to be, aren't you? Oh no, that was someone else. Who's that? You're the colony fleet, that's fine. You guys... Guys are fine. Okay. Just checking we're not about to run out of fuel on anyone else ever again. Oh, so close. Okay, one last try. Remove, and we want to go down to 0.17.
Husband?
Wife.
Obviously, no.
Okay, I will be but a moment, my dear. Okay, Earth's finished all its ground unit training. It's good. Cambridge should be fully done now. Beautiful. That's balanced as it's going to get. Okay, we don't need to do anything else here. They're fully finished. We'll set this to none. Turn off the terraformers. Don't touch it. Nobody fuck anything up. I really want to finish. You're going home. I suppose you must because you're out of fuel. Okay. I'm curious to see how many more jump points there will be here. Surely none, right? Mining production 25 tons. That would be helpful to finish. Okay. I thought it was another one then. I was going to scream. Jump point detected in Manchester due to a ship transit. Okay, the Holly Lock aliens have been detected here. Okay. What the fuck is going on? How have we even detected that? Oh, okay. Because Manchester's tiny. Yeah, Manchester's tiny. Sold to Glasgow. Well, do Glasgow to Seoul. He's 500 million kilometers. Okay. Yeah, we don't need that many deep space tracking things here, do we? Okay, so this shit, what is the Lictor? Nope, wrong one. Holly Lock aliens. Yeah, we don't have any information on them. apart from roughly their size, which might be a complete guess. We know about 4 of these. Where are they? Oh, there's that's where we first met them. Okay. Okay. Right, well, what we'll do, we will save this here. And I'm going to go to bed. This is a good point to pick it up tomorrow. And I've got a great idea for a stream title, but you'll have to wait till tomorrow to see it. You'll have to tune in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.